on, team enthusiasts? Thank you guys again for tuning in with me for another awesome video out on the channel. We've got something really awesome in store for you guys today. This is a day that I've been really looking forward to. Now guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you tap that subscribe button so you guys can continue to follow along with all the epic stuff that's coming up in 2018. If you guys haven't seen, I released my end of year 2017 video. It was the video that I just posted. I will throw a link to that right here. That way you guys can go check it out. Now, one last thing that might lead me to question your judgment is whether or not you got enthusiast merchandise yet. Guys, if you haven't, we are the #1 leading highest quality enthusiast tailored apparel out in the market right now, guys. It's the best stuff that you'll find. Plus, every single one of your purchases carries additional merit because you will be able to get enrolled in our giveaway of $2,000. So, not much has changed with the Corvette. It's actually gotten driven a lot lately. There's a shit ton of salt out on the roads, but that hasn't stopped me from driving this car. It's going under the knife here in just under 2 weeks, guys. Just under 2 weeks, this car is going to go from mild to wild. It's getting heads, cam, long tube headers, catless X-pipe, muffler mod, intake, all this good stuff that I'm really excited about sharing with you guys. God, is it cold outside. Well, guys, we can't do a video today. I'm sorry. Completely kidding. The forces that be told me that we will prevail. We will prevail for the vlog. Literally like 10 degrees out right now. I don't know about some of you guys that are enduring even colder weather than we are in Pennsylvania, but my God, this weather is insane. Woo! It is a chilly one today, boys. My God, I already know where this vlog is going today. Super cold hands. My girl, proud of you, proud of you. All right, so now that I have my glorious nectar of the gods, we can get on route to get this day started. Today's video, guys, as you're all well aware from the thumbnail and the title, is we are gonna see how well the Duramax can tow. Obviously, it is a very purpose-built truck. It's an HD truck and it's a diesel, so it's not gonna have a problem towing, but I just wanted to see how it would do. I do have towing experience in my past. I used to tow around a 45-foot fifth wheel that I used when I raced motocross, so towing isn't new to me, but it's new to me in this truck. The truck has actually never even had a receiver in the trailer hitch, as funny as it is. You know, you buy a diesel truck and you don't tow with it. Well, guys, I bought a diesel truck just because I wanted a diesel truck. I mean, can you hate me for it? But it is going to serve its purpose as well, and I knew that one day I would have a need for it. Now I do, because I have a Corvette that I need to tow. So a local trailer company, Eagle Rental, was nice enough to lend me their trailer for the day. That way I can hook it up to the truck, bring it home, make sure the Corvette A fits on it, and then B, I can just see how well the truck does towing it. Again, because I haven't done it before, but I figured that it would make a great video for you guys because really it's the first time you'd ever see this truck towing anything. So let's get over there. All right, got the paperwork. Now we'll go get the trailer. Gotta say, for the first time, everything went very smooth. That's a good thing. So we got an 18-foot slider trailer, which is gonna be really nice because you can actually detach the top deck from the frame with 4 different points. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 points. And then what'll happen is you can lock the axles and actually back the truck up, and the whole trailer will actually slope down to a nice gradient, so that way we can bring the already very low Corvette up onto the trailer. So big shout out to Eagle Rental to, again, let me take this thing for a test drive, if you will. So we're gonna go home, we're gonna get the Corvette loaded up, and we're gonna see how it goes. All right, so now I have the cover on the car. I don't know how well this thing's gonna stay on. It's super tight, but I'm still a little worried that some air might get under it. I figured it would be worth a shot to attempt. Wanted to put this on for preventative measure from any debris that could potentially get kicked up on the road. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but it's worth a shot. You never know unless you try. All right, guys, so this is gonna be the first time that I've ever done a somewhat, let's call it somewhat comprehensive review of something, right? So it's basically gonna be my Duramax, which I've owned now for about 3 years, going through how it responds to towing a relatively light load. Standing level set, let's go over some of the hard numbers. General Motors website, strictly from their website, claims that the tow capacity of the latest 2500 HD is 18,100 pounds. Behind me, I'm towing, let's just say roughly 4,300 pounds. I got that number through total weight of the Corvette, which is like 3,100, and then the trailer, which I'm guesstimating is around 1,000, maybe 1,200 at most. So I wanted to create some dialogue in this video and run the truck through a few scenarios. That way we could really vet out whether or not a truck that has 22 by 14 inch wheels, 14 inch tires, a 6-inch lift, a single turbo, which is fixed vane, not variable vane, without the engine brake, and that's probably one thing that I would like to test on the vlog, but I can't, to see how the truck truly does. It's, like I said, the first time that I've ever towed. Now, the one and only thing that I did adjust was my switch on the fly through PVI tuning. I was on tune 3. As most of you guys know, I run my truck on tune 3 all the time. But when I'm towing, I decided to go into a little bit of a lower boost setting. And what's nice about my specific configuration is I can literally just shift on the fly. So right now I'm in tune 2, now I'm in tune 1, and vice versa. It's very nice to have, so hit up PPEI tuning if you guys have yet to, and get yourself set up with one of these DSP5 switches. Incredibly convenient, especially when you have a purpose-built vehicle. I'm gonna subject the truck to a few different scenarios. We're gonna get some highway driving, we're gonna get some flat road, back road driving, and then we're going to also get some ascending, descending scenario type driving. That way we can really test out the overall driving experience of the Duramax. Stock, I've never towed with it, so I can't attest to what it would feel like driving or comfort-wise then. But honestly, guys, right now I feel like I'm driving a Cadillac that's just a little bit bigger. Now, one thing that is very nice about this truck, it does have a integrated electric brake system. So what you can do is basically adjust on the fly how much braking assistance you might need at any given point in time. Now, also one thing to note, I am in tow haul mode right now, currently in 4th gear, cruising right now at 50 miles an hour at about 2,000 RPMs. You can hear the turbo spooling up just a little bit. Stepping into the throttle. And I was right there at about 4 pounds of boost, so nothing too crazy considering the fact that this truck can boost up to 30 pounds, at least on tune 3, again on a lower tune. So we're gonna be making less power, less boost as well. So we are now headed up into the mountains of Mount Gretna area to climb some hills. Let's see how the truck can do. EGTs are up just a little bit at about 15 pounds of boost right now, just shy of 1,000 degrees for the EGTs, so not bad. That's something that I would expect under normal driving conditions when I wasn't towing. Still holding 4th gear strong. Truck tends to be very happy in that gear, doesn't seem to want to downshift or anything. Again, you can see how I'm really not jiggering my wheel by any means. I don't feel like I'm driving a land yacht or a boat. Anybody could attest to a boat where you're constantly doing this to stay straight. That the truck is performing flawlessly. It's something that I had expected of the truck, but again, you never really know until you can actually validate your theories or your beliefs. But so far, guys, I feel like I'm literally just driving my truck as I would normally. Nothing's changed. Now, the one thing that this truck did lose functionality of is the electronic brake. You guys can see that, that's right over here. With the non-VGT turbo, it doesn't have the flexibility of engaging the electronic vanes that are actuated within the turbo. I think that that would be nice to have if you were towing heavy payloads all the time. If you did want to go big turbo, you could always go out and get yourself a built VGT turbo that has the upgraded componentry inside of the turbo. But under this circumstance, for what I'm going to use the truck for, I knew that the non-VGT S369 was going to be a nice fit for my specific intentions with the truck. Now, this was a relatively gradual climb. I didn't really consider this too extraneous by any means. So what we're gonna end up doing is driving over to another location that I think would be great to subject the truck to see how it does in more of a little bit more of a sloped gradient, if you will. Go up an even steeper grade here. Truck a little bit more to work in 2nd gear, hasn't locked out yet. There's your lock. Boost kicks in, pulls right up, no problem. That was a pretty good test scenario too, because we weren't carrying any speed going into that. Truck doesn't want to walk all over the place, likes to stay planted right in its lane. Probably downshift here. Dropped a little puff of smoke through the back, sorry vet. Just a little bit of elevation change here in PA gets you snow. And it's 15 balmy degrees out, boys. Through these roads like it's nobody's business. Small freight train coming through. Now getting to the other side of the hill, gonna begin our descent. On the brakes, truck shifted down in the third. Feel like I'm getting pushed down the hill, seems relatively moderate. Very comfortable overall though, incredibly confident driving experience. All right, so I'm sure you guys have been asking yourselves the question all along, with a 4,300 or 4,400 pound load, whatever the hell it is, how fast could we go to 0 to 60? So I'm gonna mash the throttle here and we'll see how it does. About 10 seconds there, and there was definitely a little bit of hesitation when I initially stepped on the throttle. As you know, I'm basically operating with what I have at my disposal. Let's just leave it that way. So not bad. I mean, 10 seconds, I think that could have been shaved down maybe to, let's say 9 seconds towing. Again, on tune 2, and of course that one's just for fun. It's not like I'm actually trying to measure my best 0 to 60 with a payload of 40, whatever, 100 pounds. But that way you guys at least have a general idea as to what it would be. So the general purpose of today's video was to ask the vague question. Can a truck that's set up like this with wide wheels, offset, a lift kit, a big turbo, blah, 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 stock trans, perform when it's put to work? And I think the general consensus of today is absolutely. Now, of course, this isn't the total payload towing capacity of the truck. It's said to be able to tow way more, and honestly, with the way that I have it set up right now, I don't think that it would perform all that well towing 18,100 pounds. It's just really not built for that. It's not why I built the truck this way. If I needed to build a truck that was very purpose-built, honestly, I probably would have drop shackled it, put very low offset wheels on it and smaller tires. That way I wasn't working the truck just to turn the rotational mass of the larger wheels in general, right? Because that takes a lot of power just to do that in and of itself. Like I had reiterated multiple times earlier on in the video, I wanted a really badass looking truck, something that's totally different. A lot of guys are like, blah, 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 I don't like the offset. And honestly, cool, that's your opinion. You guys are totally entitled to that, and I support everybody's opinion and the way that anybody wants to go about building their vehicle. That's the beauty about being an enthusiast. Another merch plug. Sorry guys, I had to. It's always just the common theme. But at the end of the day, what I've now achieved is a truck that meets all the criteria of my wants, the ones that I've always wanted to fulfill. And now with the Corvette, I have the ability to tow the Corvette to the track, to the road course, to the shop, to wherever it needs to go like a breeze. And that's ultimately what I wanted to share with you guys today, is to say, hey, look, it's not like you buy a diesel truck just to tow super heavy loads all the time. It's about building the truck to the functionality that you're gonna use it for, to what you intend to use it for. And when I had first bought the diesel, did I have a need for a diesel truck? Absolutely freaking not. Now, do I have a need for a diesel truck? Absolutely. So again, guys, I talked about this in my 2017 recap video. It's about setting achievable short-term goals that are gonna help you attain and fulfill your long-term goals. So my short-term goal was buy a diesel truck, get it paid off. I did that. Now it's buy a Corvette, mod the Corvette, have fun with the Corvette. Now I have a rig setup that I can use to go wherever, whenever I want. And that's exactly how I'm meeting my midterm goals. And then long-term goals, there's other things in that equation right now, but why do we need to look that far forward into the future if we can just enjoy the now? If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. My like league, I love you guys. Do what you do best. Lastly, guys, go check out the new Enthusiast website. It looks so good, so proud of it. Let me know what you guys think about it. Now he's out. Have a great night. Take care. We'll see you in the next video.